What is good, Cloudy people, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Bobbalam on my detective shit, cause y'all need to know the truth about Lil Uzi Vert situation. Is Uzi finally out of his contract? Let's talk about it. So I've been seeing a lot of rumors regarding Uzi's contract supposedly ending on January 24th this year, 2020, which was about a week ago. If not the 24th, others claim the 29th or at the latest the end of the month. Uzi fans across the world were parading this finale of his contract because now he can drop all the music he wants, right? We're talking Eternal Take, Lil Uzi Vert vs. the World 2, hell, Love Is Rage 3, and possibly an array of unreleased singles we've heard snippets of throughout the past couple of years in the Uzi drought. However, in my opinion, this information couldn't be farther from the truth. Yes, Uzi signed to Roc Nation, but that was just a management deal for the purpose of renegotiating a new contract with Generation Now and Atlantic. Technically, Roc Nation has no power to release any music because the two labels I just mentioned own all of Uzi's music, released or unreleased. Nonetheless, you may have noticed Uzi is a bit more chipper about his record deal on social media as of late, and sources have mentioned that this is due to a successful renegotiation of this contract. Essentially, every artist or public figure that signs really early at a low level of clout goes through this process wherein their contract simply isn't fair anymore because the label or agency is receiving way more money than they deserve because the public figure has become so famous they really don't need the agency anymore to acquire deals and sponsorships. On the other hand, the agency and label is not legally obligated to renegotiate a contract. It is just in their best interest to do so to maintain the relationship with the public figure or artist so they can continue making money from the artist rather than the artist leaving when the contract is over, even if it means taking a little bit of a pay cut on the percentage. But anyway, just to prove to you all that Uzi is in fact still signed to both Atlantic Records and Generation Now, we can navigate both of their sites and clearly see Lil Uzi Vert as one of the artists on their repertoire to this day. I know some of y'all are gonna say they just haven't updated it yet, but realistically, Atlantic Records hires workers in which their only job is to maintain and update the website on a daily basis. So everything on the site 90% of the time is accurate, and it's been a week, so there has been ample time to fix the error even if there was miscommunication the first couple of days that Lil Uzi Vert is not an artist anymore. The last thing I want to note is that normally record deal contracts are for a set number of albums with an artist, wherein the artist is finally released from the deal after releasing all of these said albums. Typically, for newer artists, this number is around 5 studio albums, and this doesn't even include mixtapes, because mixtapes are considered to not make enough money for the record label and are more so for testing and used as marketing to generate more buzz around the artist so that they can then drop an album to make more money. That is why you'll see artists like Drake and Kendrick only drop albums, because their label is ready to give them the full budget for a studio album every time they drop, since they sell hundreds of thousands of albums the first week. In Uzi's case, he has only released one studio album, which was Love Is Rage 2. All the rest were unfortunately mixtapes, as much as we loved them all. Therefore, even without the renegotiation, Uzi is still very likely deep in his contract with multiple projects needed to be released before he can get out of it. Furthermore, contracts are not given an arbitrary expiration date only a few years after signing, such as the rumored January 24th, 2020 date for the exact situation that Uzi was putting himself into with not wanting to drop music because he wasn't happy with the label trying to wait out the contract. That being said though, there is an expiration date far down the road, like 20 years, because legally a contract is not valid without one. But in this case, it is not applicable because it is too far down the line. So with that, it's your boy Bobbalam signing off, contracting smaller artists in 20-year-long 360 deals just in case they blow up so I can keep them in my hamster cage. Let me know in the comments if y'all think Uzi's contract ended or not at the end of January. Make sure to like and subscribe while you're at it, especially for more Uzi content. I dropped a banger video yesterday on Lil Uzi Vert possibly dropping Lil Uzi Vert vs. the World 2 in 2020 after Eternal Take. So make sure to check that out if you haven't tapped in with your boy. Peace out, Cloudy people. Know what I'm saying?